I think this is a very, very special fight.
A win against Canelo Alvarez, what it would do to my career would put me, on Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
For the first time ever, two of boxing's most respected champions, Canelo Alvarez and Terrence "Bud" Crawford, sat down together at Piers Morgan Uncensored. Not as trash-talking rivals, but as two men on the cusp of making history. In this rare moment of calm before the storm, both fighters gave insight into their mindsets, philosophies, and what truly fuels their greatness. They didn't just hype a fight, they shared a moment that proved boxing is about respect, legacy, and undeniable will. So let's dive into the pivotal moments from this exclusive interview and break down what they really mean ahead of September 13th.
I think this is a very, very special fight.
Canelo Alvarez opened the interview by calling this fight special, and make no mistake, he meant it. We're talking about two pound-for-pound legends clashing at a time when boxing desperately needs a mega fight. For Canelo, this isn't just about defending belts or proving superiority, it's about putting on a show that defines an era, and when he says this is the biggest fight in a long time, he's not exaggerating. It's rare that two fighters at this level, both technical, powerful, and mentally elite, meet at just the right moment. This is legacy versus legacy, and the respect Canelo shows from the start lets us know he's not just training for a paycheck, he's preparing for a moment that could define his career.
Thinking about getting beat, that's not something that I think about.
When Terrence Crawford was asked about potentially losing, his response was raw and revealing. That's not something I think about. For Bud, being undefeated isn't a streak, it's an identity. His entire mentality is built around dominance, not arrogance, but absolute self-belief. And in this fight, the stakes are higher than ever. Losing wouldn't just mean a blemish on his record. It would mean missing out on solidifying himself as one of the greatest of all time. That's why Crawford doesn't entertain defeat. He believes champions visualize victory, not setbacks. And heading into September, that mentality is part of what makes him such a dangerous man to face.
I never like to think about losing. It comes to each and every one of our minds as a fighter.
Crawford didn't just talk about winning, he explained why. He's mentally built for moments like these. He admitted that the thought of losing creeps into every fighter's mind. But unlike most, Crawford uses it as fuel. He says that's the exact reason he trains so hard, to kill that doubt before it grows. This shows the level of psychological warfare that happens long before a single punch is thrown. Crawford's honesty here gives us a glimpse into a man obsessed with perfection. He's not afraid of pressure. He's fueled by it. That internal fire is what makes him elite. And when a man trains not just to win, but to silence the thought of losing, you know he's coming into the ring fully locked in.
A win against Canelo Alvarez, what it would do to my career would put me, on Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
Terrence Crawford made his intentions crystal clear when he said that beating Canelo would put him on boxing's Mount Rushmore. This is a man who already unified titles, already proved doubters wrong, already dominated multiple divisions. But this fight, this is the one. It's the kind of fight that transcends belts and weight classes. It's about immortality. For Crawford, Canelo represents the biggest mountain, and climbing it means something permanent, something legendary. When he made that statement, you could hear the conviction in his voice. This isn't about money or fame. This is about cementing himself in the annals of boxing forever. And that's the kind of motivation that breeds iconic performances.
A fighter never think about lose, right? Always prepare yourself to win. No matter how, no matter...
Canelo's approach to the fight is rooted in pure championship DNA. He acknowledged his past losses, but emphasized that a true fighter never trains with losing in mind. It's always about winning, always about pushing forward. That insight shows Canelo's mental toughness and consistency. He doesn't dwell on mistakes, he adapts and keeps moving. That's what separates the good from the great. Even after decades in the sport and wars with some of the best, Canelo still prepares with 100% focus, as if each fight is his first and last. And that's the version of him Crawford is preparing to face. A battle-hardened, laser vice champion who treats every bout like a war.
I know I have a very complicated fighter there, But
Here, Canelo calmly acknowledged Crawford's complexity as a fighter, but also reminded the world he's seen it all. He's faced sluggers, speedsters, slick boxers, and volume punchers. From Mayweather to GGG to Lara to Kovalev, Canelo has stood toe-to-toe with every style in the game. That experience is his greatest weapon. He doesn't just rely on power or youth, he leans on wisdom. Against someone as unpredictable as Crawford, that experience might be the only thing standing between him and defeat. Canelo made it clear he's going to put everything, his talent, his grit, his ring IQ into this one because he knows what's at stake. He knows a win here elevates him beyond boxing's elite.
the people are gonna watch amazing fight.
No question.
Into legendary status. Canelo's excitement about the fight is real, and when he says people are going to see an amazing fight, it's not just promotion, it's a promise. This isn't just two skilled boxers sharing a ring, it's two complete fighters at the pinnacle of their careers, both with different motivations but the same goal, greatness. Canelo has been a part of many huge nights, but this one has a different energy. It's legacy defining, it's emotional, it's generational, and hearing him speak about it with such clarity shows that he's not just coming to compete, he's coming to make sure fans witness something unforgettable. September 13th isn't just a date, it's shaping up to be an event for the ages.
I feel great, to be sitting next to another great, and we both preparing to go make history. So I feel great to be in this position right now.
Terence Crawford's tone in this moment is humble, reflective, and powerful. Sitting beside Canelo, he calls it an honor to be next to another great, and there's a sense of mutual understanding. They both know what this fight means. For Crawford, it's more than just another payday or title shot. It's about making history. You can see it in the way he speaks. Calm, confident, but emotionally grounded. This is a fighter who truly respects the moment he's in. It's not bravado, it's clarity. This fight isn't just for belts or headlines, it's for the record books. Crawford knows it, Canelo knows it, and they're both preparing accordingly.
I feel glad to share that ring with one of the best fighters out there.
Canelo's career has been defined by the names he's faced, and this moment reminds us why. He doesn't dodge tough fights, he seeks them. When he says he's glad to be sharing the ring with someone like Crawford, it isn't just respect, it's part of his philosophy. Canelo sees his legacy as something built on taking risks. Whether it's Mayweather, Bivol, or now Crawford, he doesn't shy away from danger. He welcomes it, and that's why he's still at the top after all these years. This fight fits perfectly into that legacy. Another dangerous challenge, another chance to show the world why he belongs among the greats.
When you know what kind of fighter you are, you know what kind of fighter you're gonna face, you don't need to talk shit about each other.
One of the most powerful moments came when Canelo talked about respect in a sport filled with trash talk and noise. Canelo took the high road. He said it plainly. When you know who you are and who you're facing, there's no need for cheap talk. That single statement explains everything about his mindset. He knows his worth. He knows Crawford's. And more importantly, he knows that real warriors don't need to bark to bite. This level of composure only comes from someone who's been through the fire and come out stronger. Canelo's not here to talk. He's here to show. And come fight night, that's exactly what he intends to do.
What do you do?
Well, me personally, I know it's a mutual respect between me and Canelo.
Crawford echoed the sentiment. He made it clear, no disrespect, no ego, just two men chasing greatness. And that's what makes this fight so compelling. When both fighters show mutual respect, it heightens the stakes. This isn't personal, this is legacy. When Crawford says there's no reason to talk disrespectfully, he's not being soft, he's being real. He understands that this moment is about skills, preparation, and execution. Not headlines, not drama. That kind of focus is dangerous. It means Crawford isn't distracted. He's locked in. And it also means this will be decided in the ring, not in the press.
Come fight time, we definitely gonna try to take each other head.
Despite all the respect, Crawford didn't shy away from the truth. Come fight night, all that cordial energy disappears. He put it bluntly, they're coming to take each other's heads off. And that's the beauty of this matchup. It's built on respect, but fueled by competition. Crawford's aware that once the bell rings, it's war. And the closer the fight gets, the more intense it'll be. That's not just hype, it's reality. These are two elite fighters who know how to flip the switch. And when that switch is flipped on September 13th, fans are in for one of the most technically beautiful and brutally honest fights boxing has seen in years. So there you have it. Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, side by side, respectful but hungry, calm but dangerous. What we saw in this Piers Morgan interview was the calm before the storm. Two modern-day gladiators understanding the moment, honoring each other, and preparing to make history. The talk is done. The respect is mutual, but come fight night, only one can emerge as the greatest. Subscribe to Boxhide Hub for everything leading up to this monumental showdown. Training footage, expert analysis, behind the scenes, and everything in between. This is where true boxing fans stay ready, because on September 13th, history will be written